Uh-huh. Oh my god.
You can stay with me. Do you want to stay with me, or do you want to go with mommy? No, but she should know whether do you want to go with mommy, or do you want to stay here? What?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Well, you can't have the show because I have to take my class. I'll take it in the back. Wait 1 minute, okay? Okay?
No, I'm not going to. I just.
Give me a hug. I got you, bro. How was the weekend?
Busy.
Was definitely.
Super busy. And yours?
It was good. A little bit busy, but that's good in this business. So.
Yeah. I work a lot. But here we are, and we need to study this week because this weekend will be the test, right?
This weekend will be the test. So we basically don't have a weekend.
Okay, but we are going to study Saturday and Sunday. We are going to do the test.
Yes, correct. That's what I believe to be.
I need to study. I need to read it to study. Which day is today? Is 20? No, today is 26, right?
Today is 26.
26. 20. No one in the room.
What do you mean no one in the room? I'm here.
Me and you only. I'm here. Only me and Joseph.
No, Vyacheslav is here too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with Guilherme. Guilherme had some issues with his car, and he's gonna be late, or maybe not coming at all.
Okay.
Hello.
It's not a very good
Okay.
time to class.
We finished chapter 12, right?
No, we are in the middle of chapter 12.
Yeah, this week I need to study really.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you didn't study on the other weekends, right?
No.
I
But
hope
not.
not.
I will. Certainly I will. Believe me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the graduation week. So
Sunday have the test.
Sunday we have the test at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. online?
Online, yeah. Hello, Claudinha. Look at her.
Hello.
She fixed the hair, put a makeup and everything just to be on camera today.
With Sophie.
Hey.
Hello, baby.
Hi. Hello.
Say hola, mamita.
So
Hola.
cute.
Cadê você?
Olá,
Cadê a menina mais linda do mundo?
Beautiful.
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
Good. All right, let me start opening my application here. find where we stopped on Thursday.
I think we stopped on page 284. Or 285, foreclosure.
Let me look into here. Unit 12. Okay, I believe we spoke about this. Borrower's covenant agreement, important mortgage. Oh, yeah. We went through this. I remember we went to the clauses. Loan to value, amazing. Okay, we're gonna be talking about discount points. I'm gonna give you this. All right, let me go back here then so I can share my screen. Too much light. Isn't there too much light? I think it is.
No.
How's it now? Better?
Better.
It's splashing on my face that all this. All right, let's see. Bingo. Oops, not this one here. Stop sharing. Close this one here. Share. And here we go.
Rafael e Guilherme não chegam ainda.
E Gabriela tampouco.
Ave Maria.
And Rafael, Guilherme, I know he's going to be late or probably not coming. He's having problem with his car.
Oh.
Okay, guys, are we ready?
Yes.
Yes, good. Is ready or not? Here we go. Okay, see if I can. Well, I won't be able to stand because you won't be able to see me. So I'll sit down. All right. Who can tell me what is the qualifying rate for FHA?
For FHA, 1 second. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Qualifying ratio for FHA.
I just have it. For FHA, 31 and 43. Do you hear me?
No, what is it again?
31 and 43.
Very good, 31 and 43. Okay. Now, there's a few things that we're going to be talking here today. One is called discount points, and the other one is called loan origination fee. Okay?
Say again, that last word?
Loan origination fee.
Loan origination fee, okay.
Yeah, it's on the screen. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
We're going to be talking about discount points and loan origination fee. Let me bring a screen here. I'm going to cover this. And first, I'm going to give you guys an example so you guys can understand, okay?
Okay.
Let's say the loan originator will work with the underwriter and the program that the bank has, and will qualify a borrower. And let's say that they qualify the borrower for 7%. Okay?
Okay.
Mr. Borrower, you are getting the loan for 7% interest rate. And then the borrower say, you know what? It's too high. I want it to be 6.5. What can I do to get 6.5 instead of 7? And then the guy says, look, there's no much that you can do. I was looking to your credit report. I was looking to your income. And that's the best thing we can do for you, 7%. What do I have to do to get 6.5? Because if I come home and I tell my wife that the loan is 7%, she's going to scream at me. If I tell her this 6.5, you know, it's going to be better. So, all right, you can buy down your interest rate.
Yeah.
Okay, you can buy down your interest rate. That's called discount points. He's discounting his interest rate. But this is how it works. The bank wants to get his money anyway. They're going to give him 7%, and the 7% will be paid over the term of the loan, which is 30 years.
Mm.
Good? Now,
Okay.
he wants to be 6.5% over 30 years. So, this 0.5%, the bank is going to sell to him, and he's going to have to pay now. He's going to have to pay 0.5% now. You understand that?
Yes.
The bank is not going to give him 6.5. The bank wants 7. But the bank tells him, Mr. Jonas Smith, you can either pay me 7% over the term of the loan, which is 30 years, or you pay me 6.5% in 30 years, and 0.5% you pay me now, but I'm going to get the 7% no matter what.
Ah, they split a little.
Yes, but 0.5 needs to be paid now. Now, we need to understand how to calculate that 0.5%, okay? And this is how they made things. Let me put this thing in here. I'm going to put it in black. Look. This is what they did. They got a 1%, and they divided that by 8 slices. So meaning it's 1/8. Okay? It's 1/8.
Okay.
Now, let's pretend that this is a pie. So they're going to cut the first one. They're going to cut the second one, the third one, and fourth one. Now, we have 8 slices here. Let me make a little arrow here in black so you guys can see it. And we understand this easily. So we have 1 slice here, 2, 3, 4, 5. You understand that? Which means that each slice is equal to
8%.
1/8. Good?
Good.
Each one is 1/8. I'm going to give you an easy way to do all these calculations because I hate fraction. Who's with me?
Me.
I hate fraction. I rather work with percentage. Okay?
Yeah.
I rather work with percentage. And 1/8, let me put it in here, 1/8 of a point, of a percentage, is equal to 0.125%. Same thing. Let me put the 0 here, but the 0 doesn't mean anything. It's a 0.125. How do I get that? You got 1 and divide by 8 because each one is 1/8 of a percentage, right?
Yeah.
So in percentage, how much is each slice? 0.25. Everybody with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Where is Gabriela? Was here. Gabriela, where are you?
I'm
She
here.
came.
My Wi-Fi.
All right, good.
right now.
I see you now.
My Wi-Fi is coming and going, so if I log off, it's not me, it's my Wi-Fi. I'll be back on in a second.
All right, good. It's good to know that you're here.
Sim.
Now, think with me, guys. I want to make this thing simple because some people get confused about it, and that's why I take a little longer to explain the beginning. Now, remember, he wants 6.5. To get 6.5, he needs to pay 0.5% now. Let me change this because it's 0.5%. Okay? He needs to pay 0.5% now. And that's how they charge. They charge per points. Okay? And each point equals to either 1/8 or 0.125%. You all get that?
Okay.
Now, my question to you is this. If he needs to buy down 0.5%, how many points does he need?
4.
4 points.
Very good. 4 points. How do I know that? Very simple. Okay? We can do that the easy way or more complicated way. The easy way will be 0.125. It's only 1 point and doesn't reach what he wants because he wants 0.5, right? Then we need to add another 0.125. But if I add 0.125 to 0.125, I have 0.25. It's still not enough because he wants 0.5. Then I need to add another 0.125, which is 0.375. It's still not what he wants. Then we need to add another 0.125. When I add those 4 points together, then I get to 0.5%. You follow me?
Yes.
What is the other way to do it? Get 0.5 divided by 0.25, 0.125, and you're gonna get 4. Okay? What is the other way to do that? Get 0.5% and divide by 0.125, and you're gonna get 4.
Points.
Everybody with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
you gotta remember that 6.5% he's gonna pay over the term of the loan with 6.5, and 0.5% he's gonna pay now. What is his real, and then we're gonna learn a bunch of different things here. What is his real interest rate? What is the real cost of his loan? 6.5.
Yeah.
No,
It's 7.
it's 7. Because 6.5 he's gonna pay in 30 years and 0.5 is gonna pay now. So no matter what, he's paying 7.
You're talking about the amount?
Yes, the total
Okay.
cost.
Okay, got it.
This can also be called APR. Okay? Can also be called the total cost of the loan or the yield of the bank. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why when we're gonna get there, I think it's today, when we talk about the truth in lending. What is truth in lending? The name says it all. Truth in lending is the truth about the lending. If the bank charged 6.5% and charge him 0.5% discount rate, the 7% needs to be disclosed on the truth in land, because that's what the truth cost of the money was, not 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna ask you something that's more likely that could be in your question, okay? Let's say the borrower was qualified for 5.75%.
Mm.
The bank charged 5 points discount.
Mm-hmm.
Question. What is the yield of the bank? That is one question that could be in your test. Give me the answer.
Arlindo, are we in unit 13 already?
No, that's chapter 12.
Um,
Anybody has an answer for the question? Rafael,
I don't know.
Isn't it still 575?
no. The yield is the real profit.
Okay,
The real profit is everything. The interest
So-
rate that the bank is going to get in 30
Okay.
years and the discount that the bank is going to get now.
so that will be 5.125.
It can be less than what it is.
I was late, sorry. So that will be 0.125 times 5 plus 575. So 6.375.
That's
Thanks.
more likely
Thanks
because
and
I
sorry.
heard what you're doing. Okay, if we understood the first time I said, you would be able to do this calculation. The bank is charging him 5.75% interest rate in 30 years. And right now, the bank is charging him 5 points. So what is the real profit of the bank? Or what is the real cost of the money? You just have to add both together. But remember, 5 points is not 5%. 5 points means each point equals to 0.125. If it's 5 points, then I need to multiply by 0.125. And whatever I get in results, I will add to 5.75. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna change. And I want everybody that didn't say anything to say it now. So, Rafael, save your
Prayer.
calculation.
We need a course only in maths. Only, we need 36 hours just for math.
Impossible. This is so simple that you don't need 36 hours.
You can have another course, especially just for maths,
Well, I can
and
have
you
it,
earn more.
but this is enough, believe me. I can get private classes anytime. All right.
Yes.
Then tell me, Alexandra, what is the yield of the bank?
4.25%, charges 6 point discount. I don't know. I have no clue completely.
Well, you said you understood. How come you have
Did I?
no clue?
Did I? No, I didn't.
Joseph, what is the answer, Joseph? You are muted. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm doing it right now with the new figures.
Gabriela,
I have no clue. Absolutely none. Like I'm trying and I can't I can't grasp the math of this.
Claudia,
Is it
I haven't get it.
is it 0.031?
no, it has to be more than what it is.
Okay, gotcha. I'm doing it
Can't
wrong.
be less. Now, okay, I'm gonna explain you guys again, okay?
Okay.
We already know it's right
Okay.
here, and I'm gonna highlight it. Each point equals to 0.125. Now, you can please tell me what is the part of this that you don't get it.
Hold on 1 second. Let me-
It's just
Each
more.
point equals to 0.125. We good? I will repeat it again.
It's just to multiply.
Each point is equal to 0.125.
Right. And then
Is
when
that
we,
clear, or I should say it again? Each point is equal to 0.125. Okay? The question says that they charge 6 points. If each point equals to 0.125, how much is 6 points?
0.75.
0.75. I don't know. I don't have a calculator here.
Yeah, that's what,
So then I'm gonna have to get
0.750.
6 points.
0.750.
6 points times
0.125.
times 0.125. And how much is that?
0.75.
0.75.
0.750.
0.75, right?
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna add this to the original rate, which is 4.25.
Ah.
What is the total profit of the bank? It's what the bank is getting over 30 years plus what the bank is getting now.
5%. 5%.
Rafael, do you agree to that?
5%.
Joseph, agree to that?
I agree to that. What I was doing, I accidentally put the decimal. I just had 4.25% wrong. I
And
accidentally.
Joseph, you say this. My name is Joseph Sirik, and I approve this message.
My name is Joseph Sirki, and I approve this message at 5. The answer.
You have like 10 days to do that.
Good. Guys, this is very simple. We're not talking about rocket science. This is very simple. I even put it in here. Look, the interest rate the bank will get over 30 years and the points the bank gets now. So together, the bank will get his profit, right? The one that comes in 30 years and the one that comes now.
Right.
It's all part of the profit.
Right.
It's just a matter of how long the bank is going to take it to get the whole thing, but it is part of the profit. One comes in 30 years and one comes now.
Yeah.
The only thing I need to do is add. And I gave you the most valuable information, which is how much each point is equal to. Each point is equal to 0.125. If you guys love fraction, which I don't, I would use percentage because it's way easier to use percentage than use fraction. Not for our friend Raphael. But for me, yes, I'd rather use
And for me
percentage
too.
than use
For everyone, yeah.
fraction. Okay? All right, now let's see if everybody's gonna get this thing right now. You can say I don't have a clue, okay? I'll accept that. I made that easy, very easy. What is the total yield of the bank?
Hold on. Hold on.
I made that so easy. Don't even need a calculator to do that.
Now you're gonna do fractions.
No fractions.
No, now it's easier.
No, there's no
This
need to
time it
do.
is.
You do by heart. No calculators.
3.675.
No. Joseph,
No?
So, one moment.
Rafael, do you need a calculator to do this one?
Well, if you go to the definition of a point, there's an easier way. Right?
No.
Is the answer 4.375?
Yeah.
How did you do it?
I just I not charged. I did 8 times 0.125, and then came up with
One.
1. Came up even 1, and then I added 1 to the percentage rate.
Every 8 points are
And
1%.
I made that easy
One.
on purpose. 1
1.
point is divided by 8. If 1 point is divided by 8, meaning A equals 1 point. So you don't even need a calculator. If it's 8 points, it's going to be 1%. So 1% plus 3.75 is going to be 4.75.
Why is 1%? I didn't understand.
I put it right here. Look.
That's the definition.
Right here. 1% equals to, it's divided by 8. 1% divided by 8.
Ah,
It's equal to 1/8. Each one is
Okay.
equal to 1/8, or each one is equal to 0.125. So 1% is divided by 8.
okay.
So then if it says 8 points, you already know
Okay.
which one. All right, let's change here. 3 points. What is the total?
3 points.
Yeah.
$0.375 plus
How much?
Arlindo, the value of the point, it will be always 1.8 and 1.5?
0.125%. Each point equals to 0.125%.
It's gonna be always the value is gonna be in any moment could be changed or
A point is equal to 0.125. That's
By
what
rule.
it is.
Forever.
Meaning
Okay.
you can never change.
okay.
Let me put this down here. Okay? Each point equals to 0.125. Now, what is the answer for this question?
is 3.750.
It can be the same, right? The bank is charged 3.375, right?
Yeah.
Plus 3 points. Plus 3 points. So what is the total?
3.750.
All right, 3.75.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody agree to that?
Yeah.
Yes? Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
You said that before, and then you said that I have no clue.
It's a dumb system, but it's clear.
I made the count, the exercise.
All right, always remember to get the interest rate that the bank is charging and get the points, and then you just multiply the number of points by 0.125. The only thing you need to remember here,
Okay.
everything else makes sense. The only thing is this. Each point equals to 0.125.
The dumb part.
The what?
The dumb part.
Yes. Part
Why
that is
8?
memorized and not understood.
Yeah. Why not tenths? Why 8s?
Yeah, right? All right, good. Now let's talk. This is discount points. Okay, discount points. It's when you are approved and you wanted to buy down your interest rate. Okay. If you want to buy down your interest rate, the bank is going to still get the same amount of money, but the only difference is one comes in 30 years and the other one comes down. There is another thing that the concept, the way to calculate is exactly the same, and it's called loan origination fee. Okay? Loan origination fee. Every bank is going to charge you a loan origination fee. They can charge you 1 point, they can charge you 2 points. Your interest rate is not going to change. Now let's change this now so you understand. The bank approved you for 4.25%. That's your approval percentage. Okay, that was your approval interest rate. You're not buying down. You're happy with 4.25. Okay, but the bank charges you 2 points as loan originator, not a discount. Meaning your interest rate is not going to go down. Your interest rate is going to still continue being 4.25. But the bank is charging you a fee to originate your loan. And they're charging you 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Meaning that even though your 4.25 is for 30 years, you're paying 2 now. So what is the total cost of your money? What is the total cost of your loan? Who's going to tell me? What is the total cost of your loan?
2 point something 5.
It can be less than 4.25.
$450.
Who agrees to that?
I do.
Who else?
Me too.
Alexandra, do you agree to that?
I don't know.
Tell me what part of this you don't get, because that's the only way that I can help you.
First of all, I don't know. I have no clue which page are you. I'm
It
trying
doesn't matter. Don't follow the book.
Ah,
Don't follow the book. You follow the instruction that I'm giving, which is more valuable than whatever they have written in the book.
okay.
Okay? Don't follow the book. I don't even know what part of the book I am.
Okay.
Okay? Now,
Okay.
with the instruction that I just gave you, what is the part of these instructions you didn't get? Gabriela, you didn't say anything. What
I did say. I was the one that said 4.5.
Oh, I thought it was Claudia, because the voice of you two are very similar.
No, I said it. It was
Tell me, Alexandra, so I can help you.
Is there some fixed amount, some basic amount?
The only fixed amount is the 0.125 for each point. Now look into the screen. Do you see here? They are charging 2 points. Right? And each point equals to what?
0.125.
What is the difficulty to multiply 2 by 0.125?
No, nothing.
Multiply and you get what?
2.25.
Now you add that to your interest.
Ah.
Why do you add it to your interest? Because remember,
because I'm going to be charged. Because I'm going to be charged in 0.25.
Yes, remember that I told you guys about math. The most important is to understand why you are doing the calculation, not how. Because if you memorize how, when the time comes for you to do the calculation, you won't be able to do it because you don't know why you're doing it. Now, these two things here is charges. Charges. The bank is charging me 4.25. And the bank is also charging me 2 points. So if the bank is charging me two things, for me to know the total charge, I need to add those two things. Right? You go to a store and then you buy a dress and you buy a shoe. How are you going to know what is the total you are spending? You're going to have to.
So the total is 450.
The total is 450. Yeah. The only complication here is that they're not going to say that they're charging you 0.25 for originated. They're going to say, I'm charging you 2 points. And you need to know that each point is equal to 0.125. So you can multiply by whatever points they charge. So once I know why I'm doing this, and I remember that each point is equal to 0.125, I don't care what number they're going to put here. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever number they put it there, I'm going to multiply by 0.125 and add it to this.
Okay.
Okay? What if they say here that they're going to charge me 5 points, loan originator fee?
5 points.
What is my total cost?
Total in points is 225. Adding by 4.25. 4.47.
I don't think it's right. 5 points. Maybe it is 47. No, it's not going to be.
4 points is
I'm sorry.
0.5.
I was wrong.
It's going to be 60 something.
It's going to be 4.87.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 times 0.125 equals to 0.75, right?
0.625.
0.7125. No.
No, 625.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Then I will add
4.25.
to 4.25.
Yeah.
That will be equal to
4.87.
4.87%. Okay?
Okay.
The only thing to memorize here is that each point is equal to 0.125. Okay?
To me, it's easy to memorize because my day of birth is 25th. So each point for me is one birthday for me.
Okay, good. Help you to memorize. Don't forget that you're going to have to multiply by whatever points they charge, okay?
Yes, yes.
All right, then you add it to the original rate.
Okay.
And this is real life, okay? They do that all the time.
Okay, Arlindo, just one thing, we were talking there and that before. In there, the example that you have there, just to make me sure that I'm clear. The 3.375% bank charged 3 points. I'm just gonna multiply 0.125 by 3, and then I'm gonna add the 3.375.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Right here.
Thank you. I got it now.
Okay. Always multiply the number of points by 0.125.
And then add the original first number. Okay.
That's right.
Thank
And
you.
that's the same for the two examples, right? For this loan originator.
And discount points.
the discount points, the previous one. They're the same calculation.
Yes. The only difference will be the type of question. For discount points, the question will be this one here. What is the yield of the bank? Okay, and always the same thing. 3 points times 0.125, then you add to the amount of interest rate. Okay, we're done with discount points.
Okay.
And interest rate. Now, what does that mean? Let me, it's not going to be in your test right now, but it could be. What does that mean that the bank is going to charge me 3 points? What does that mean in dollar?
3 points.
Yes. What does that mean in dollar? In dollar, let me put it in here. Let me have my screen change it. Okay.
0.375.
Okay. What does that mean in dollar? Okay. Look, we already know that 1 point. No, let me put it here. To calculate interest rate, one point equals 2.125. We good? We all know that, right?
Uh-huh.
To calculate cost, meaning money, each point equals to 1% of the loan amount. Okay? To calculate cost in money, each point equals to 1% of the loan amount. Let's say that the loan amount equals to 200,000. Bank charges 3 points. What is the cost? Who can tell me?
Hold on. One percent is
Point
200.
equals to 1%. What is the total cost?
2,000. 20,000.
No.
No.
Look at the question. The bank charged 3 points.
3 points. So 3%.
How much is that?
200.000, 3%, 1%, 20.000.
Usa a calculadora.
Eu vou usar. Espera aí que eu vou pegar. Hold on.
Gabriela, what is the answer?
I'm working on it.
Claudia,
I'm doing it. $200.
6,000. 6,000.
I put it.
6,000.
I put it. Right here, look. I put it. You said and I put it. 6,000.
De doido.
Okay. If each point equals to 1%, if each had 3 points, it's 3%.
Yeah.
It's obvious, right?
Yeah.
Each point equals to 1%. If they charge 5 points, how many percent? 5.
5.
then you just multiply by the loan amount. If it's 5% times 200,000, will be $10,000. Right? If it's 4% times 200,000, will be $8,000. Gabriel, you got it?
I want to do like the calculation on my own to see if I get the same thing. Like I'm working on it. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure that I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Calculate the interest rate, 1 point.
So what? So a point is 1%. Right? So 1% would be equal to a 0.125 of the loan.
Let me stop you right there. This exercise is different than the first one. That's why I put here to calculate interest rate.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you're saying that 1% of that loan amount, which is $2,000, is equal to the 0.125 that we were
No. Right now we don't use 0.125. Never. No more. 0.125 is to calculate interest rate. I'm not calculating interest rate. I'm calculating the cost in dollar of the loan originator or the discount point. I'm not calculating interest rate anymore, so I don't use 0.125. That's why I put the second explanation here. To calculate cost, each point equals to 1%. No more 1 to 5. We don't use this to calculate.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
The way that I was thinking it is like the way that it was phrased to me was like that 0.125 is equal to 1% of the loan amount. So I was reading it wrong. I was confused.
Okay. To calculate cost, we don't use this anymore. What do we use?
Okay.
We use it what it says here.
Okay, this one is
Each
gonna
point
be a
equals to 1%.
Okay.
If it's 3 points, it's 3%. If it's 5 points, it's 5%. If it's 1 point, it's 1%. If it's 2 points, it's 2%. Why? Because each point equals to 1%.
Okay.
Okay? Then you get
Arlindo,
3%. Yes.
1% is only when we are calculating cost of the
Cost,
loan.
dollar.
If we are not calculating cost,
You'll be calculating interest rate. You need to know what you're calculating, right?
Okay.
Interest rate, each point equals to 0.125. If you're calculating the price in dollar, each point equals to 1% of the loan amount. Okay, so when you find out, which is simple, right? Every point equals to 1%. If it's 5 points, it will be 5%. I just multiply that by the loan. In that case, the loan is 200,000. 5 points equals to 5%. 5% of 200,000 will be $10,000.
Okay.
Okay, it's two different calculations. We're good?
And as before, this one, the 1%, when we calculating cost, is gonna be always 1%.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. And the discount points, we already seen. Now, assignment of a mortgage. Assignment of a mortgage is this. Have you come across to a situation like this? You bought a house and you financed the property with Bank of America. And then you're making payments to Bank of America every month. And then 1 month, you got a letter from Washington Mutual that says from now on, you make your payments to Washington Mutual. Have you heard about something like that?
No.
But it happens. It means that Bank of America sold the loan to Washington Mutual, which doesn't exist anymore. Now it's Wells Fargo.
Is Chase?
It's very simple for this thing to happen. One bank sells the loan to another bank. Okay?
Okay.
So it's normal that you are making your payments to Bank of America, and then one day you got a letter that says from now on, make the payments to Chase, which means that Chase bought the loan. So in that case, Bank of America will assign the mortgage to Chase. Okay? Who is the assignor in that case?
Assignor is
Bank of
Bank of
Bank of
America.
America.
Bank of America. And who is the assignee?
The new
Chase.
bank.
Chase.
Chase.
There is one thing that the bank was going to have to provide. Bank of America is going to have to provide to Chase a letter that's called stopple letter. The stopple letter will contain your loan balance, will contain your interest rate, will contain your monthly payments, and also the escrow. Remember that every month you pay one part of the insurance, and every month you pay one part of the property taxes. So all this information we're gonna have to be given to the new bank. And that information is in one letter that's called stopple letter. Okay, you understand the reason why Bank of America needs to provide that letter to Chase? You understand why?
Yes.
Yes, because all the information about your loan will be in that letter, and Bank of America wants to have that. I mean, the new bank, which is Chase.
Mhm.
Now, if you're purchasing a property that has an existing mortgage, so let's talk about this. We're gonna have to understand this in a way that you don't be confused, okay? I always try to bring in a way that nobody's gonna get confused. All right, let's go. It doesn't happen very often. Actually, I never seen in all these years that I've been working in real estate, I never seen something like that. Is that you are assigning a mortgage to another person. In general, if I'm selling a property and I have a mortgage on my name, I want to sell the property, the buyer will get his loan and pay off my mortgage, and I'm out of the picture.
Uh-huh.
I'm out of the picture. Pay my mortgage, I got my money, whatever is left, and then I go on with my life. But FHA has some clauses on FHA that I can subject the mortgage to someone, or I can have someone do something that's called assumption of mortgage. Because they have those things, even though we're not gonna see that, we need to learn about it, okay? And we need to learn how to calculate some numbers here. All right, first step to understand all this process is understand that there is a possibility that the responsibility of the mortgage can be transferred to a third party. We got that.
Yes.
Okay, there's two possibilities here that I want you to understand. One is subject to mortgage. Subject to mortgage means this. Let's say that I'm selling my property to my daughter. Instead of my daughter get qualified for a loans in another lender, and my bank allows a subject, then she's going to be the subject. She's going to get the mortgage as subject. What does that mean exactly? Linda, what does that mean, subject? means one thing very simple. She's going to be responsible to pay the monthly payment. But I'm still responsible for the note. Remember at the beginning of this chapter, we will talk about two documents that we sign at closing. One document is the promissory note, and the other one is the mortgage. We learned that the promissory note is a mortgage, the promise to pay, and it has all the contents about the loan, all the details about the loan. And the mortgage is the collateral. It's I'm telling you, the bank, here's my house as a collateral. If I don't pay, you can foreclose the property. Okay? So remember, I signed the note. I am responsible for the note. I'm liable for the note. But on subject mortgage, I will still be liable for the note. My daughter is not going to come in with me on the note. She's only going to be responsible to make the payments. You understand that? That's why this is something that I will only do to my daughter. Because if she doesn't pay, of course she's going to lose the house because the bank is going to foreclose the property. But whose credit is going to be screwed?
Yours.
Mine, because my name is on the note. I'm the one who's failing on the promise. Okay? So if the house goes to foreclosure, it's going to be on my name. My property went to foreclosure. You good? You understand that? Now, means this. No change on the note. No change on the note. Third party responsible for payment. Got it? Now let's see the other one. Assumption. Assumption means this. Third party, still the same. Third party, responsible for payment. Plus liable for the note with the seller. What does that mean? Same example. I'm selling the property to my daughter, and there will be assumption on the mortgage. Assumption means she's going to make all the payments, but she's going to have to come with me on the note. Now, we both are going to be responsible for the note. So they're going to have to make a new note. On the first example, if there is no change in the note, then no note will be done. But on the second, they have to make a new note to include my daughter's name. You follow me? Then there will be a change in the note. The third one, which we're not going to be talking about in terms of calculation, is novation. Novation means third party, responsible, and third party, liable alone. Meaning, I will get out. They will make a new note only with my daughter's name, and I'm out. We good?
Yes.
All right. Now, we all understand this, right? 100% okay with this. Very good. Now, what are we going to do? We're going to be talking about another thing. Every time that a new document needs to be recorded, the county will charge a fee because they're not going to do it for free. Okay? Remember that if you take the R from free, it becomes what?
Fee.
Alexander,
What?
if you take the R, the letter R from free, what does it become?
Fee.
Fee. Yeah, it becomes a fee. So the county will charge a fee to record a document. Every time a new document is being generated that needs to be recorded, then the county will charge a fee. We're good. You see, I'm going
Good.
one step at a time. If you don't understand, don't let me continue to the next one because it's a foundation for what is coming next. So if you don't get one foundation, the rest will be fall. We good?
Good.
Is it complicated?
No.
No. Gabriel, is it complicated?
Nope.
No. No. All right, good. Now, let's talk about the first document, which is the deed.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's assume that today, only today, in the whole state of Florida, we had 500,000 deals. 500,000 houses or apartments, properties in general, was sold to another person. How many new deeds do you think is going to be generated?
500,000.
Very good, 500,000. So the only document that will be always new in any transaction will be the deed. There's no way that we can continue with the old deed because the house was sold. So a new buyer comes in, needs to be included on the deed. We good?
Uh-huh.
So
Good.
in every transaction, the deed must be recorded. A new deed must be recorded. In general, it's the seller who pays to record the deed, not the buyer. It's the seller who pays to record the deed. Now, there's a fee. If they're going to record it, the county is going to charge what? A fee.
Okay.
It could be just fee to record a deed. Would make our lives a lot easier. But they decided to put a name on it. Okay? It's not a fee to record a deed. There's a name on it. It's called
Community stamp taxes on the deed.
It's just a name. It's just a name. My name could be John. Very easy. But my father decided to call me Orlando. Because he knew in the future I was going to move to America and people would have a hard time to pronounce my name. It could be something simple, right? John, Louis, Ricardo, but Orlando.
Hey, Claudia.
Could be Rafael or Gabriel.
Yes.
That's not here today.
Is lindo wonderful in Spanish?
It should have
No,
been
it's
hermoso.
Actually, for me, it was really easy to remember Arlindo.
Arlindo.
Arlindo. En
It should have
español
been
es
hermoso.
Arlindo.
Huh?
Arlindo, it means something beautiful, something.
Something lindo.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
In
are
your case,
lindo.
Someone,
Yeah.
someone handsome.
At least on the name.
Yes.
At
To
least on
say
the
in Portuguese. You are lindo.
Rafael, be careful. They can take that, but you can't.
No, you are lindo, your name.
You are lindo. That's what you said. You are
You are
lindo.
lindo.
No, he told you are lindo.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Alexandra.
Your father was smart.
My father was, yeah. He was very smart. He decided to honor his father with me, which actually I'm the one who's honoring his father every time that I say my name, not him.
Right.
It's okay. Now, guys, very simple. It's a fee to record the deed. And they decided to put a name on it. And the name is documentary stamp tax on the deed. We good?
Good.
All right. Now, every time that we have a new note, remember the first one, which is this one here, There's no change in the note. If the subject doesn't have a change in the note, then there won't be any note, right?
Uh-huh.
But every time that there is a change in the note, the bank is going to record, right? And
Right.
if the bank is going to record, the counter will charge you what?
A fee.
A fee. Very good. But they also decided to put a name on that fee. And the name is
Uh-huh. Documentary stamp tax on the deed.
not on the deed, on the note, because we're recording a note. We got it. We're just learning a new name, but everything is very simple. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
All right. So now remember, if it's financed, we sign two documents. One is the note and the other one is the
Deed.
mortgage.
Mortgage.
Mortgage. And the bank will record the mortgage because the mortgage is the document, the instrument that the bank used to put a lien on your property. So every time that there is a new mortgage, that mortgage must be recorded. And the bank is going to charge a
Fee.
A new
fee.
fee.
And what's the name of the fee?
I'm sorry?
Documentary stamp tax on the mortgage.
Yes, very good. It's called intangible taxes.
Uh-huh. Tangible
Okay.
tax.
Intangible taxes. Now, I want you guys to understand this, which is very important. Let me grab this thing here, not this one here, but this one here. Change the color, and I'm gonna put this here. And now I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna put it in here. It's only 3 columns, yes, very good. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna have this one here. And then I have this one here. And I will have this one. I will have note. I want to put a different name here. Let me put a different name here. Then the taxes on the note. Okay, stamp taxes on the note. And this I'm gonna call it intangible taxes. And that's for the mortgage.
The second line is saying stamp taxes on a note?
Here,
Yes?
this stamp tax
See?
on the note. Yeah, stamp taxes on the note. And this one here is intangible taxes, which is for the mortgage. Okay, now I'm gonna put here the examples. Number 1, it will be subject. Number 2 will be assumption. And number three will be new money. Okay, now, if I get up, it's not gonna help. I need to sit down, or I will turn off my camera. All right, now, let's think together, guys, together, one by one.
Okay.
Subject means I'm still responsible for the note. If I'm still responsible for the note and nobody's gonna come into the note, there will be no change on the note, right? The note remains the same, no change, no new note. Do I need to record a new note?
No.
Everybody, I want everybody to say it.
Yes, a new note you need to record.
No, but in this
No.
case, he's subject to mortgage. Do I need to record a new note?
No.
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 Why not?
You say no change on the note.
Because there is
There's
no
one.
new note. Right? There
Mm-hmm.
is no new note.
Ah,
Then the answer is no.
no.
No, we all need to understand this. We only pay a fee if there is a new document that needs to be recorded. In that case, there is no new document being made. So there's no document that needs to be recorded. Then there is no fee. Good? How about intangible taxes? Do we have a new note? A new intangible tax, a new mortgage in that example here? So let me make this thing clear. We're talking about, right now we talk about this, subject to mortgage, okay? Which is the same one here, subject. Do we have a new mortgage?
No.
No, why not? Because I already signed the mortgage before, so I don't need to sign it again. So
Mhm.
do I have to pay intangible taxes on a subject?
No.
No.
That's also gonna be a no. Right? We all good? Now
Yeah.
let's go to the second one. Let's talk about the assumption. What does assumption mean? It means that the new buyer, which is my daughter, is coming with me on the note. So she's going to be responsible on the note with me.
Mhm.
Do we have a new note?
Yes.
Yes.
Because they're going to have to make a new note to include my daughter. So if there is a new note, does that note needs to be recorded?
Yes.
Yes, every note needs to be recorded. So is there going to be a fee to record a note? On the-
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Now, is there going to be a new mortgage?
No.
No.
No, because I already signed the mortgage before, right?
Yes.
So there's no new mortgage. When we talk about new money, means a new loan. Okay? If there is a new loan, do we have a note?
Yes.
Do we have a mortgage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be yes for
Both.
Both.
both. Now take a picture of this because you're gonna need to remember that. Okay? But the most important thing, guys, let me tell you this. It's for you to understand what subject is, assumption is. It's very hard. If you are going to memorize this, it's going to be hard for you to remember. You need to understand what subject is. If you understand what subject is, meaning nothing is going to be changed. There is no new mortgage. There is no new note. Then I don't need to calculate a fee. If you understand what assumption is, Assumption means someone is coming on the note with me. If someone is coming on the note with me, there will be a change on the note. If there will be a change in the note, this new note must be recorded, then there is a fee, and you need to calculate a fee. And that's what we're gonna learn, how to calculate the fee. Okay? And there is no new mortgage because it's the same house. My daughter is just taking an assumption on the mortgage, but the house is the same. I already signed the mortgage to the lender, so no new mortgage. That's why for assumption, there is a yes for a note and no for mortgage. If she's taking a new money, a new loan, just to complete the rest of the money that is missing, then if it's a new money, there will be, of course, the word new means new. There will be a new mortgage and there will be a new note. If it's new and they must be recorded, then yes, we have to pay a fee to record the deed, and pay a fee to record the mortgage. We good? Did you take a picture of that?
I took.
1 second, I'm clicking it.
Now, our next step will be to learn how to calculate the 3 fees: the taxes, the deed, the note, and the intangible taxes. Okay, that will be our next step. Now, let me tell you why we need to learn how to calculate this. At closing, on a document called closing statement, which is our chapter 14. We are on 12. We're going to see chapter 14 on Wednesday, okay? All those fees are going to be there because I told you who pays the documentary stamp tax on the deed. Who pays for that?
The seller.
The seller. So on the closing statement, they must have that fee being deducted from seller side, right? Now, who pays for the note and the mortgage?
The buyer.
Why?
Because he's the one
His decision.
has the mortgage.
He's the one who doesn't have the money to pay cash, right?
Yeah.
That's the real reason. If he had money to pay cash, there wouldn't be a note and there wouldn't be a mortgage. There would be only a deed. But because he doesn't have the money to pay cash, he's taking a loan. Now we have a note, a mortgage. That's why it's the responsibility of the buyer to pay those fees. Okay? Everything, all those fees are going to be on the closing statement. And who do you think prepares the closing statement?
What?
Broker?
Can you repeat?
Who prepares? Who do you think prepares the closing statement?
The seller.
Your company.
The title company. The title company. Now, if the title company is the one who prepares this, why do I need to learn? How to calculate? Huh?
To protect your client.
Because you are responsible for the contents on the closing statement. Even though you did not prepare, you are responsible. If it's wrong, you are responsible.
Wow.
And you're going to remind me on Wednesday to tell you a story about this that happened with my client, okay? But right now, we're going to learn how to calculate the stamp tax on the deed, the stamp tax on the note, and the intangible tax. Are you ready for it?
Always.
Ready or not, we go to break.
Right?
Yeah, you're ready. Good, good. No iPhone.
Okay.
All right, guys,
my
take a break.
calculator, look.
Good. I like that calculation.
Okay. See you
Take a
later.
break. We'll be back at 8:30 sharp. I will start at 8:30. So if you're not here, you're gonna miss the highlights. You're gonna miss a lot of information.
Okay.
Okay? I give you guys at the beginning of the class, I give everybody 5 minutes. Instead of starting on 6:30, I always start 6:35. But on break, there is no reason for nobody to be late. Right? So at 8:30, I'll
See you
start.
later.
See you. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna erase those arrows. Do the calculation. All right, the important information we need to know about calculating the
Falou, não, você vai cair.
taxes on the deed. I'm gonna give you an answer here. Actually, for one question that you might find. How to calculate stamp the taxes on the deed outside Miami-Dade. It's 70 cents per 100.
That is, so Orlando, you said it's 70% out of, 70 cents on the 100?
Yes, 70 cents per 100.
I really understand why people own Florida real estate. Not, it's just so great. That's a great tax rate.
Yeah, right.
That is a great tax rate. I mean, DC is not bad, and DC is 85 cents per 100, but that's even.
You know how
that's
much
good.
it is in Miami-Dade?
What'd you say?
Cents.
Oh, no, Washington, DC.
No, Miami-Dade is 60 cents.
What?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it might be upset with you, Orlando, because I don't think that I'm going to be here very much longer.
But it's cheap for register the deed. That's
No, I mean, it's actually,
the lowest.
It actually makes a lot of sense, and especially with all this new tax talk and everything in the air, there's always a lot of money that pours into Florida, but I really think that there's a lot more that's about to pour in.
Yeah. But this
Right.
money is a fee that we pay. So if it's a fee that we pay, the lowest the better, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the lowest the better. Now, that could be a question that you found. How do we calculate the stamp tax on the deed outside Miami-Dade? 70 cents per 100. That will be your answer. Okay? 70 cents per 100. That's not going to be like a math question. That's going to be like a simple question. And the answer will be 70 cents per 100. They're never, I'm telling you that in Miami-Dade is 60 cents, but you're never going to have a question about Miami-Dade. Remember, the questions is for the entire state of Florida. So they cannot make one question just for one county. They're going to be talking about all the other counties more than one county. So there won't be any questions related to Miami-Dade. Now, what is the method to do the calculation? Let's assume that a house was sold for $355 and $301. I don't know why you move it. We calculate the stamp tax on the deed always over the sold price. Okay? That's how we calculate, always over the sold price. The first step, I'm gonna put it in here, okay? First step will be round up. The second step will be divided by 100 because it's 170 cents per 100. So the third step is multiply by 70 cents. We good?
Mhm.
That is the formula. Number one, understand why we're calculating this, because we want to know how much will be the stamp taxes on the deed. That's why we're doing the calculation. Now we remember how do we calculate. Number one, we round it up, and it's always up. The county doesn't want to lose not even a cent. Okay? We never round it down, no matter how your number is. You always round it up to the nearest 100. I forgot that information, okay? Always round it up to the nearest 100. To give you a tip, the last two digits must be 00. If the last two digits is not 00, you're gonna have to round it up to the nearest 100. So looking at our sold price, which is right here, what will be the number before we calculate?
355,400.
Mm-hmm.
355,400.
Very good. That's what's going to be.
400?
Okay?
What
It's
is the
gonna
calculation?
Just rounding up.
be round it up. Always up. Doesn't matter what number you have. Don't think that if it's 50, then I'm going to round it up. And if it's less than 50, I'm going to round it down. No, there is no round down. It's always round up. Okay? That's why I put 301. So you know if the last two zeros, if the last two digits, it's not 00, you're going to round it up to the next 100. What is the next 100 after 300?
Okay.
400.
400.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we divide by 100. We don't even need to make the calculation. If the last two digits is 00, you just cut them. Right? Does that make it easier?
Mhm.
You don't even have to divide it by 100. You already know that the last two digits are 00. then the only thing you do is cut the 00. Cut the last 2 digits. Then
Uh-huh.
you multiply by 70 cents. What do you get?
248.
It gotta be a little bit more. Gotta be a little bit more.
249.
Who's gonna tell me the number before I write it down?
Okay.
2,487.
2,400. I'm sorry. 87 with 80 cents.
Good. Everybody needs to get that number. Everybody got the number?
Mm-hmm.
Alexander, did you get that number? 2,487.
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Yes.
Good. Now let's change and let's see everybody participating on this, okay? Let's get a different number here. Now I need the taxes. How much will be the taxes? How much will be the stamp taxes on the deed for a house sold for 324,487? Everybody needs to do it, okay? And once you have the number, tell me that I'm gonna collect the numbers here.
I have the number.
You got the number, Claudia? Give me the number.
Yes. 2,271 with 50 cents.
All right. Who else?
$2,271.50, like her said. Like she
Okay.
said.
Rafael, got a number?
Same here.
Okay, Claudia, Rafael, Alexandra. Who else?
Same.
Gabriela,
Yeah, same.
Joseph,
Same.
Vyacheslav.
Same result.
Same. All right, let's do it together then. First thing is rounded up. It will be 324,500,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Last 2 digit is 00. We divide by 100. We don't need to divide by 100. The only thing we need to do is cut the last 2 zeros.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will multiply by 70 cents. The result should be, let me calculate here, 3,245 times 0.7, 2,271.50. Everybody understand how to do the calculation for stamp tax on the deed?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Excellent, excellent. Now, let's learn how to do for, this is the deed, right? Let me put it here. This is the deed. Now let's learn how to do the note. Note is very similar. Number one will be the same. Round up to the nearest 100. Number two, divided by 100. Number three, multiply by 35 cents. Okay? Now remember, did we calculate over sales price? But the note, we calculate over loan amount. Now, give you an example that the loan equals to 155, 311. Now, whoever tells me how much is the taxes to record the note will get a candy.
Is that? Loan.
543 with 90 cents.
Who else?
Hold on. $543.9.
Okay, one vote. Another one. Gabriela, what do you think?
I got
Sorry
the
about that. 543.90.
All right, another one. Gabriela, what did you say?
I said I got the same thing.
All right, Rafael.
Same.
Vyacheslav.
Same result.
All right, good. That's the result. 543,900. Right? We all know how to do that now. First thing will be 155, 400. Last two digit is 00 divided by 100 is just by cutting the last two digit. And then we multiply by 0.35. And the results will be 543.90. Okay? We're good? Now,
Yeah.
let's see the other one. Let's see if I can make a room here. I don't think I can, but I do here. Okay, to calculate the intangible taxes. Intangible taxes. Number one, intangible taxes, guys, is always based on the over loan amount. Also, number one and only rule is to multiply by 0.002. Now remember, intangible taxes, the rule is different. We don't round it up and we don't divide it by 100. We just multiply by 0.002. So in that case, it will be the same loan amount right here, the same loan amount multiplied by 0.002.
310
And what?
62 cents.
155,311 times 0.002. Everybody got the same result. 310.62.
Hold on.
This way.
Uh, 0.002, right?
Yes.
Three thousand one hundred eight.
Huh?
No, hold on. Hold on. Ah, uh, 0.031.
Why 0.031?
The loan.
Get the loan amount and multiply by 0.002. That's it. Just one
just that?
calculation. Just one calculation.
Okay. No, we don't need to put like 0, 0 at the end.
We don't have to round it up. We don't need to divide it by 100. Just take the loan amount and multiply by 0.002.
Okay. What is the loan amount?
It was 155,311.
$155,311.
311.
Hold on.
Gabriela,
Multiply.
what you get?
Hold on, I'm still working on this.
Is 3.08.
No.
All right.
Guys,
How?
it's one calculation only. One calculation
know.
only.
The
Loan
only
amount is
calculation is
155,311.
155. Okay. 155,311 times 0.002%. 3.10.
No, not
110 and 0.62.
Yes, 310 and 62 cents.
310 and 62 cents. Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna give you an example that could be in your test. Okay. Now, house, property. No, it's not gonna fit it in here, so I'm gonna try my best to make it fit. Okay.
Under the square.
All right. Sold for 155,311. Subject was 85,255. Assumed was 33,366. And new mortgage was $25,000. Okay, let me put this here. Okay, question.
Mm.
What is the total taxes paid on these transactions? Now
Okay,
you're
do we
gonna have
have
to calculate. Now you're gonna have to calculate every taxes that applies. Okay?
Mhm.
And then you're gonna add them up to find the total taxes paid on this transaction.
Okay. Subject is the deed, right?
No, subject is a mortgage, subject to mortgage. I left everything on the screen so you guys can get help from the screen.
Okay.
Okay? You're not gonna have these on your test. So you're gonna have to remember which applies. From which one you're gonna pay taxes, which one we're not gonna pay taxes, and only do the calculation for those that you pay taxes. Subject is about mortgage. Assumed is also about mortgage, and new is about mortgage. The sold price is to calculate the deed.
Don't let you left blank. Hello.
I have the answer.
Hold on.
Oh,
Tell me, Claudinha.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you each value?
No,
or you want me
total.
to give you just the grand total?
Total.
Okay. The grand total, it will be 287 with 24 cents. The taxes. And also
No, that's the total. One answer.
that's the total. 287,
Okay,
24.
that's your answer. All right.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I'm not saying that she's right or wrong, okay? I'm just writing down her answer.
Okay.
Claudia,
Yes?
read the question, okay? This is the question. What is the total taxes paid?
The total taxes paid.
That's the question. What is the total taxes paid? I'm just saying that because that number looks very high for taxes. Nobody's gonna pay $287,000 in taxes for a house
No.
that costs 155, right?
Well, I say $287 with 24 cents.
That's also too little.
Okay. Let me recheck.
Rafael, any question, any answer?
I got 1, 3, 4, 2, and 20. 3,
1,342
42, and 20.
and 20 cents. All right. Anybody else?
4,366.90.
All right, hold on, Gabriela. Let me write yours. What is it?
4,266.90 cents.
Okay. Alexander, were you gonna say something?
I made the household in the maths that you teach us, multiplying by 0.7%, but the subject is
All
to
right.
do like notes.
No problem. If you don't have an answer, wait for us to finish all together, okay? Do you have an
Okay.
answer? No, right? All right, then we
Okay,
go.
I don't have an answer.
Joseph,
Yes,
what is your answer?
I'm working to figure it out now. I was getting my daughter's dinner over here. Give me 1 second. I'll figure it out.
Vyacheslav,
3,280.50.
see, the numbers are very different.
We are different to one.
Yeah, Alice, I'll call you right back, Alice.
Okay, so just wait here.
Just wait there.
Okay. We're gonna do one calculation at a time. You got any number, Joseph? I wanna bring the calculator here.
And the number that we're working on is the property is worth 155,000, or sold at that, and
Yes.
so the subject mortgage 85. So they're assuming 33K. Okay. She let me. I don't know this answer.
All right, good. No problem. We'll do it together. I like to bring a calculator here, but I can't.
Try to find in Google.
No, I want to bring it to the screen so you all can see it.
Oh,
All right, so the first one we're going to do is to calculate the first number, okay? We know that the deed is calculated over the sales price. So then I'm going to get 155, 311. The first thing I'm going to do is round it up. It's going to become 355, 400. Then I'll divide it by 100. And that will become, that will become 1554. Then I'll multiply that by 70 cents.
7 cents.
hmm. And the result will be 1,087 with 80 cents.
Okay, and that will be 1,000
And
87.
87.
87 with
7,
80
80
cents.
cents.
and 80
That's
cents.
I made.
Like that,
I
right?
did, yes, I did
Yeah.
that, but I didn't add it to the other number.
Working.
Okay. But you see, your number you gave me was 287. Right here,
Yes.
I already have more than 287.
Yes, because I didn't add those two numbers. That's what I'm asking you. If you want just the deed, separate the amounts, or
That's
just
why
the
I told
tax.
you to read the question. I told you to read the question. The question says, what is the total taxes? Right?
Okay.
Remember the RTFQ. RTFQ. All right, let's continue. Now, what is the second number that the question is giving me?
Assumed.
No, subject, right?
Oh, subject.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But subjective, we saw here, there is no taxes, there is no mortgage.
Yeah.
So that information is distraction. I don't do anything with this information.
Ah.
It's a total distraction.
Mm.
Subject does not generate a new note and does not generate a new mortgage, so there's no taxes on the subject. What is my second number? My second information on the question?
Assumed.
Assume.
33.
Assuming we see here that we only pay note. We don't pay
Yeah.
mortgage. Then I'm gonna calculate the note. So I have the number, which is 33,366. The first thing I do is round it up. It will become 33,400. Then I will divide by 100. And I will have 334. And then I'll multiply that number by 35 cents. What do I get?
Hold on.
Mhm.
You got 116.9.
116.9. Right?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna go to note. No, I don't need to calculate the intangible tax on the assumed. We already know that assumed doesn't have intangible taxes. So I won't calculate intangible taxes for the assumed. Then I'm gonna go to my next information, which is the new mortgage. The new mortgage is $25,000. The first row is rounded up. I don't have to.
No.
Don't
No.
need it. Then I will divide that by
Multiply.
and I will get 250. Then I'll multiply that by 35 cents. And I will get 250 times 35 cents. I have 87.50. Okay. Now, if it's a new money, I need to calculate the intangible taxes. And the intangible taxes, we get the loan amount, which is 25, and we multiply it directly by 0.002. 25,000 times 0.002.
50.
It's $50.
So the total will be
Now I'm gonna calculate total.
is 1,342.20.
And the total will be
1,042.
and 20. And Rafael got it right. Rafael, you got a candy.
I want a box of candies for this one.
Oh, wow.
I was lucky.
Not complicated. We need to understand the question.
Yeah, but I did something wrong. I was lucky. Yeah,
What
let
did
me
you do
know.
wrong?
When I was to calculate the note, I added first the assumed and the new, then I rounded up, then I calculated. I was lucky that it did not distort the numbers.
You got to do separate because one you have to round it up and the other you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's make another example. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Let me. All right. Question is the same. What is the total tax paid on this transaction? All right, collecting
Hold
answers.
on.
No, you can continue on yours. Whoever has an answer can give me. Guys, do you remember that I told you that in our website, we have a student resource with the videos about math questions? I gave you the username and password. You remember?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So
So if you go there, there is a video that calls state taxes on TD Note and Mortgage.
Okay.
Watch that video over and
I
over
have the
again.
answer
until you-
already.
I have an
Arlindo.
answer.
Huh?
I have an
I
answer.
have an answer.
All right, everybody that has an answer, tell me. So, Gabriel, you were the first one, so tell me.
2,938 and 55 cents.
Yeah.
2,938 and
55 cents.
Yeah.
55. Alexander, you got the same number?
Same.
Good. Who else?
I got 2,938 and 44.
Okay, cents won't make much of a difference.
Ah, no, I want a different answer there.
Yeah, you're not gonna be that trick. If you are like a few cents off,
Yeah, I did something wrong. Pardon.
well, you don't know if they're right. Claudia, got a number, Claudia?
Not yet. I'm doing it.
Vyacheslav, you have a number?
2,938.44.
I got two guys with the same number. See?
44. No.
Rafael
Vyacheslav. No. What's going on, guys?
Arlindo,
Yes,
our test is on at 2 p.m. on Sunday,
yes,
but we have class before that.
yes, we do. Saturday and Sunday, we have classes from 9 to 6, including Saturday. So please don't make any plans for Saturday.
Only until 6, though, right?
5:30. But you
Okay, I
give-
have a number.
All right, Claudia, give me a number.
2,938 and 44.
Claudia also got 44. See?
Oh my gosh.
We do it wrong?
All right.
We don't know. Let's see.
Okay, we do one by one, okay? The first one we're gonna do is the D. So I have 342, 555. So first thing I do is round it up. It becomes 342,600. Then I will divide it by 100, and I will get 3,426. Then I multiply that by 70 cents, and I will get 3,426 times 0.782 398.2.
0.2.
Okay, the second one is subject. What do I do with subject?
Nothing.
Subtraction. I cross it. All right, then I go to the next one, is the assumed 98,555. Then I round it up, will be, oops. Will be 98,600.
600.
Then I divide by 100, and I will get 986. That times 0.35 equals to 986 times 0.35, 34510.
10, yes.
I go to the last one, which is 35444. I will calculate the note first. So I will round it up to 35500. Then I'll divide that by 100. It will be 355. Then I'll multiply that by 0.35 cents. And I will get 355 times 0.35 will be 124.25. Now I get the loan amount, which is 35444, and I'll multiply that by 0.002.
I rounded up.
It's right here.
Why we don't round it up?
It's right here. A cola estava aqui, ó, all the time. For intangible taxes, we just multiply by 0.002. Then I get 35444 times 0.002 equals to
70.89.
70.89. Then we add them together. And we have 89 plus 124.25 plus 34510 plus 2398.2. And we have 2938.44. Actually 43. Somebody rounded up another penny. Look, we don't care about pennies. Okay, remember that your question are multiple choices, and they're not gonna have 2,938.55 cents and 2,938.44 cents. There won't be anything like that. The numbers will be far apart. Okay, some of them will make sense. Some of them will calculate only one thing. Okay, I'm gonna give you a last question about this, and you guys are gonna give me the answer.
Okay.
I ran out of paper for today.
Huh?
Sorry, I ran out of paper for today.
You're out of paper for today?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to write on the palm of your hand.
My allowance is 2 pages per night. Okay.
Read the question, okay? Nobody say anything, just read the question.
I finished, Arlindo.
All right, what is your,
3,380.
hold on, give me 1 second, please. I changed the thing here. I'm gonna go back here, this. All right, oops. Alexandra, what is your answer, Alexandra?
3,836.
Okay, sure, that's it? All right.
But you,
All
I
right,
read
don't say anything, don't spoil. Anybody else?
Same.
Same, okay.
What this love is with me.
Together.
We are together.
Team Alexa, I'm Team Alexandra now.
Are you with Alexa? Rafael?
Yeah.
We are together.
Team Alexa.
Harvey. Gabriela, what are you gonna tell me?
I got the same thing, but that wording like threw me off. Does that make sense?
It does. That's the idea of a question. They want to trick you. That's why I'm trying to bring those questions so you'll be prepared in the class where it doesn't matter. And then you will be ready for the test where it really matters. If you make a mistake here, it doesn't matter. We are all family.
Yeah.
What is it, Claudia? 3836. All right. So what is the tricky question is here? They give you a bunch of information. The house was sold for $547,000 and it was subject to mortgage at $455,000. There was assumed mortgage of $88,000 and there was a new mortgage for $35,000. Calculate the stamp tax on the deed. So all the information they gave you is for absolutely nothing because the question is asking only for the stamp taxes on the deed.
The deal.
The only good information that we need is the sold price to calculate this, but we need to round it up. Of course, when you round it up, 900 is going to be 1,000, right? So it's going to be 548.
Yes.
So 5,480 times 0.7 will be 3,836.
Yes.
Okay, any question about that?
No.
Good. Good. See, math
Hope,
is simple.
hope this kind of questions come to the state exam.
Might come.
Yeah.
All right. So we got it. A lot of things here and part of chapter 14. Now remember, contract for deed is when you buy from the seller and the seller financing. We already spoke about this. We don't get the deed. When the seller is financing, we don't get the deed. What do we get? Contract for deed. We good?
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
remember that. Now, we already learned about blanket mortgages, right? They have a release clause.
Uh-huh.
Now, what is the process of foreclosure? When the borrowers default on the payment, then the bank will file something called liens pending. That's how the process of foreclosure starts. Now, remember, a bank doesn't foreclose your property. That's a process that is done in court. The only thing that the bank will do is file to the court a document called liens pending, and then it will start, okay, the process of foreclosure. Equity of redemption happens in Florida, and I want you guys to remember the difference between right to reinstate and equity of redemption. Equity of redemption is this. Let's say John's house went to foreclosure, but it wasn't sold yet. It's just in process of foreclosure. So John get in contact with the lender and tells the lender, hey, Mr. Lender, I'm sorry I've been behind on the payment. I'm sorry you had to initiate the foreclosure process, but you know what? I want to pay it off. I got money from the family, and I want to know what is my balance sheet, what is all the fees for being late, like late fees, interest, penalties, and I'll pay it off. You got it? And then the bank says, oh, your balance is $250 and plus $50,000 for all the fees. You pay me $300,000 and I'll give you the satisfaction of mortgage. That's called equity of redemption. And it only happens before the process of foreclosure being finished. You got that?
Uh-huh.
Very good. Then we have short sale. What is a short sale? A short sale only happens when the house is upside down. What does that mean? Anybody, help me out.
The house is worth less than the mortgage.
Then the loan balance, right?
Loan balance. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
Because if the house is worth more than the loan balance, then the seller will try to sell and cash the money.
Yeah.
But the house is upside down, meaning the value of the property is 200,000. The balance is 250. The guy is not able to make the payment, and he doesn't care anymore because he's not going to pay more for a house that is worth less. Then he's going to try to do a short sale. Okay? A short sale is like this. Let's understand the process. So then you understand the question and everything will be clear to you.
Mm.
Let's say Alexandra
Mm.
owns the property and she's upside down on the mortgage, and then she calls me to help her to do a short sale.
Mm.
Then I'm gonna list the property for initially. That's how I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to list the property for 210. I know the value is 200. I'm gonna try to sell the property for 210 or either 250. I need to demonstrate, guys. I'm talking about real life, okay? I'm gonna get into the question for the test very soon. But once you understand the whole process in real life, then it will be easy to understand the rest. What I'm gonna try to do as an agent is to prove the bank that I tried my best to sell the property for the loan amount. So then Alexandra could pay the loan and get out of this situation, right? So
Right.
I'm gonna leave the property in the market for a month or two. That's why it's not good, guys. If you have a buyer that wants to buy a short sale, that it's not being approved by the lender, and the house he's recently listed for sale, it's gonna take 6 to 9 months until you can get it closed. Why? Because first I need to list the property for a higher amount, and then I don't have any requests, so I lower the price. Then I lower the price again, I lower the price again until I get an offer. Then I get an offer for 1,900 and not 1,000, 195,000. Okay, the market value is 200,000.
Mhm.
I'm gonna submit this offer to the lender. Remember, the lender is gonna have to approve. Now, the Alexandra gave me the list to try to sell the property, but the final word doesn't come from Alexandra. The final word will come from the lender. Because Alexandra, you own 250 and you're trying to sell for 195. The lender is expected to get 250. He's gonna have to approve or agree to get less than they were expecting. So then I submit the whole process to the lender. The lender will look into that, and let's say the lender approves it. Okay, then the lender will approve, and they agree to sell the property. It's not gonna look good in your credit also because it's a short sale. Okay, but at least you get out of this. That is what a short sale means, is when you try to sell the property for less than you owe, just to satisfy your mortgage in part and get on with your life. Any question about short sale?
No.
So you see the last line. What does the last line say?
Last line.
Holder approval.
Yes, sale is subjected to all lien holders' approval, meaning everybody that has a lien in your property is gonna have to approve your short sale.
Okay,
Ah,
but
okay.
what happened with the rest of the money that you own? You're gonna be cleared off?
Now,
It's gonna.
remember the clause that we saw on Thursday, Thursday. There is a clause that say exculpatory clause. If the exculpatory clause is there without the deficiency judgment, meaning the exculpatory clause, the lender is looking into the money and then will be satisfied. They're not gonna go after your assets. Okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
In general, they accept the short sale and they don't go after the rest of the money.
Mhm.
Deed in lieu of foreclosure. Deed in lieu of foreclosure means, let's say it's too late for you to do a short sale because you already been behind on payment for 5 months. You already received a lot of letters from the lender. The lender is going to start the foreclosure process, and there's no time for you to get into a short sale process. So this is what you do. You take your deed, the keys of your house, you go to the bank, and then you say, Mr. Bank, I'm sorry I've been behind on the payment, but here's the deed, the key of my house. I already moved out. Okay? So you are voluntarily surrendering your deed to the lender, meaning the lender doesn't have to go through a process of
Process.
because you already given the property voluntarily to the lender.
How
This is called
frequently this
deed
happen?
in lieu of foreclosure. What, Claudia?
How frequently this happen?
Well, I haven't seen much, but it can happen. If the person cannot go into the short sale and he doesn't want to go to foreclosure, because both of them are going to look bad in your credit. Deed in lieu of foreclosure or foreclosure is going to look bad, but the deed in lieu is going to look less bad.
Okay.
No, and you are going to save the court's fees.
Well, either way, you don't pay anything because it's going to foreclosure. Right? The bank is the one who's going to save a lot of money with attorneys and all the process of foreclosure. But the bank could not accept it. I don't know why they would not accept it, but the bank may not accept the deed in lieu of foreclosure. Okay? But this is what a deed in lieu of foreclosure is.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you.
there is one more clause that's called receivership clause. Okay? Let's say that Claudia bought a multifamily with 8 units. She rented all 8 units for $1,000, so Claudia is collecting $8,000 every month. Now Claudia decided not to pay anymore the mortgage. She's not paying the mortgage. Now, do you think it's fair that Claudia is getting $8,000 every month from this property and the bank is getting no payment?
No.
No.
So then the bank is going to exercise his right based on this clause that says receivership clause. So they will appoint someone to collect the income and to maintain the property. That's what a receivership clause means. Receiver, someone will receive the income. Receivership. Put that in your mind to help you remember. Receivership, meaning someone will be appointed to receive all the income and to maintain the property until the process of foreclosure is done. Now, the bank is not going to allow Claudia to continue receiving the money if the process of foreclosure takes 6 months to finish or 7 months to finish. Claudia is collecting all these $8,000 every month. So bank is going to appoint someone to get those money, not to lose more money. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
You maintain the property because the property will maintain the value. Lease pending is what I told you. It's how the bank starts the process of foreclosure. It's called lease pending. All right, done with chapter 12.
Done in chapter 12? Awesome.
The highlights.
About chapter 12, right? Highlights?
Yes. All right, everybody opens the page on 276.
Okay.
Everybody but Alexandra. Okay?
Uh-huh.
276 to everybody but Alexandra. Lines, hold on. I don't want to mess it up, the lines here. Okay, line A through 10. Oh, sorry, 6 through 10. On the same page, line 20, then line 25, 26, and 27. Claudia no, Alexandra, page 274 for you. 274. 6 through 10, 20, and then 25, 26, and 27.
Okay.
Now, I want everybody on line 6, okay? What does line 6 say?
Lion theory.
Lean theory, right?
Lane theory. Uh-huh.
Now you put a dash next to theory and write buyer gets title on the day of closing.
Say it again.
Buyers gets title on the day of closing. Buyer gets title on the day of closing.
Okay.
Now, everybody 277 and Alexandre 275. Lines are the same, okay? 4 through 8. Then inside the figure 12, right below, the box that says mortgagor. And also line 9 through 15.
Uh, 9 to 15.
Yes.
Okay.
279. Huh?
I'm sorry, I get lost. On the page 77, you say from line 4 up to 8, then the square will say mortgagor.
Yes,
then,
everything inside a mortgagor, and then line 9 through 15.
Thank you.
All right. Now everybody on 279 and Alexandre on 277. Lines are the same. 10 through 12 and 31 through 41. Now everybody on 283 and Alexandre on 281. Line 3 through 10.
Where was the page again?
283.
Okay.
Now, everybody on 285 and Alexandre on 283. Lines 21 through 28. Everybody on 287 and Alexandre on 285. Lines 22 through 26. 288 to everybody, 286 to Alexandre. 19 through 23. That's it.
Ufa! Lele. Are we done?
No, we're not done. It's 10 to 10. We still have 40 minutes to go.
Quando a cabeça não pensa, o corpo padece, tá vendo?
I'll give you an example. Aonde foi que a sua cabeça não pensou e o seu corpo padeceu?
Oh, eu já devia estar na Bolsa de Valores desde 20 anos. Uma hora dessa eu tava milionária, trilhardária. Tava aqui fazendo curso para ganhar dinheiro para botar na bolsa.
But it's never too late.
É, pois é. Never too late. Ai,
Never too late. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday, and she's is doing the nursing, RN, and she said I should have started many years ago. Well, it's never too late. At least you're starting now.
yeah. Yeah.
Right? The good news is that there is always tomorrow.
Always tomorrow.
Always tomorrow. All right, guys. Chapter 13 is about the source of the money. On chapter 12, we saw that 90% of all real estate transactions, they are financed. But let's think about this for a second. Where does the money come from? Now imagine everybody goes to Wells Fargo to get $1 million to buy a house. $1 million on one house, 10 million on another house. Do you think Wells Fargo has the money to lend it to everybody?
No.
No, they don't have money to lend it to everybody. There must have a source of money where these people can go get money. Right?
Yes.
Now, there's one thing that we need to know about the economy. Whoever remember the crash in
2008.
No, way before 2020.
2020.
Yes, the Great Depression. Who remembers the Great Depression?
1920s, right?
Huh?
Great Depression
1920s.
in 1919?
I think it was 1923, right?
Yeah, 1923. That one? Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I don't
1920.
remember it firsthand, but I've heard something about it somewhere.
Now, going back to that time, the reason why it happened is because people were spreading the news that the bank doesn't have money anymore. Now, let's think about this. I have $5 million, and I go and deposit my $5 million in the bank, right? I'm not going to leave that money in my house under the mattress. I put it in the bank. So everybody that has money, they put the money in the bank. Do you believe that the bank is going to put your money in the vault and waiting for you to need it?
No, they put it to work.
Of course, money has to be put into work. So banks are going to lend your money. They're going to invest your money. Either they're going to lend it to real estate, they're going to lend it to commercials, they're going to lend it to industries, but they are going to lend your money. They're not going to leave your money in the bank, in the vault.
They put on the stocks also.
They are going to invest the money, okay?
Yeah.
The problem is that in 1923, the bank invested all the money, everything. So when John Smith decided to get his money, he went to the bank and the bank said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have your money." And then spread the news, and everybody wants to, they ran to the bank to get the money, and the bank didn't have the money. Then the feds were created. Who heard about the feds?
Say it
Who
again.
what?
Feds. The Federal
Federal
Reserve.
Reserve.
Feds.
Federal Reserve?
Yes, the feds were created. And they created something called Federal Reserves. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So this was to
Uh-huh.
regulate the bank to, let me put this thing in here. They regulate the bank on this way here. They said, hey, banks, this is what we're going to do. You can lend or invest, whatever you want to call, 80% of all the money that people deposit. And you need to keep 20% for reserves.
Uh-huh.
Now, going back to 1923, if they did that in 1923, when John Smith came to get his $1 million, the bank would say, okay, Mr. John, here's your $1 million. Oh, you have the money? Yes, we do. Oh, I thought you didn't have, so you can keep the money. Right?
Right.
Now, the banks are going to be able to get all the money that we all deposit, and they will be able to invest up to 80%. They need to keep 20% in reserves. Okay? Now,
Okay.
when we people, we go to the bank and they will deposit our money, it's called intermediation. Write that down. When we go to the bank and we deposit our money in the financial institutions, banks, it's called intermediation. And when we go and withdraw our money, it's called disintermediation.
So in other words, intermediation is a deposit.
Intermediation is when we make deposits. We put our money in the bank. And disintermediation is when we go to the bank and we take the money from the bank. Our money, not loans, okay? Our money. Now, we all know that the feds control the economy. How do they control the economy? By controlling the money in the market. Right?
Right.
They control the economy by controlling the money in the market. Let's understand a little bit about this. The rocks that we find on the river, you know, those rocks, there's a bunch of them on the river. Is that worth anything? Huh? Anyone? Is that worth anything?
No.
No. How about gold?
Oh, yeah.
Why gold is worth more than rocks that we find in the river?
Because of they value like this.
Because there is no money, golds, right?
Yeah, no.
So the availability of any material or items determines the value of it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
The availability determines the value.
Yeah.
Right? When you guys remember in Brazil, when they have those recessions there and there was no coffee in the market, what happened to the price of coffee?
Super high.
Yes, went up, right? So the availability of the items controls the value of that. Now, money has a value. And that's how they control, by controlling the amount of money in the market. Okay?
Yeah.
So they will hold the economy or they will release the economy. Let the economy goes easy, or they're gonna hold the economy. One way, there's 3 ways for the feds to control the economy. One way to control the economy is by controlling the reserves. let's give an example. If the feds come to the bank and say, hey, Mr. Bank, from now on, it's not 20% anymore for reserves. Now, Mr. Bank, you're gonna have to hold 40%. And you can only lend 60%. Now, what do you think happened to the availability of money in the bank? You went up or down?
Down.
In the bank up.
Down. No.
No, the bank will have to keep more money with him.
Ability to invest.
Oh yeah. Down.
That 60,000 is for us to have access, right? As borrowers. Now
Yeah.
there's money in the market. So you're controlling the amount of money in the market by controlling the reserves.
Mhm.
That's called the most abrupt way. Write it down. Controlling reserves is the most abrupt way to control the economy.
Mhm.
Okay? Write that down. Most abrupt way.
Control reserve is the
Most abrupt way.
how do you spell that?
I think
Abrupt.
it's ABRUT.
Abrupt, okay. Abrupt way. Control the reserve is the most abrupt way.
Abrupt. It's with a P before the T, right?
Mm-hmm.
ABRUPT. Controlling reserves is the most abrupt way to control the economy. Now they have another way. The other way is this. Now, when the banks doesn't have money because they are lending all the money and they need more money to continue lending, they go to the feds to get money, and the feds charge discount points. It's a different type of discount points, right? Banks go buy money. If the banks buy the money, let's put an example here. If the banks buy the money for 1.5% and they want to make 3%, they're going to sell for 4.5. We all agree to that.
Yes.
It's like any other type of product. If I buy a shoe for $10 and I want to make $30, then I'm going to sell it for 40,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
then the feds wants to control the economy. So that's what they do. They increase the discount points to 3.5. So if the bank wants to make 3%, they're going to have to sell for 6.5. So there won't be a lot of people motivated to take a loan, right? Because the interest rate went up 2 points, 2%.
Mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You're not going to be very motivated to take a loan if the interest rate is high. So controlling the economy by controlling the discount points, it's called the least effective way. Okay? Controlling the economy by controlling discount points is called the least effective way.
Mhm.
We good?
We're good.
Now let's go to the third one. The third one is this. And it's called open market. Okay? The third one is called open market. Let's say I have $5 million and I put it on CD. I invested on the bank. And the bank is giving me 4% on my money.
Mhm.
So I leave my money in the bank and the bank has money now to lend. Is that okay?
That okay?
All right, good. So now the Fed decides to create bonds. And they offer 8% return of investment on their bonds. So what do you think I'm gonna do with my $5 million? Do I think I'm gonna leave my $5 million on the bank that's giving me 4%, or I'm gonna take the $5 million and I will buy bonds that's gonna give me 8%?
You're gonna
Bonds.
buy bonds.
I'm gonna buy bonds. But what happened to the money in the market? It's gone.
Uh-huh.
Because I took the money from the bank, and now the bank doesn't have money to lend anymore. I
Uh-huh.
put it on the government. I invest in bonds. That way of controlling the economy is called the most effective way. Okay, so we have three ways. Most abrupt is discount. Oh, yes, no, reserves. Most abrupt is reserves. The least effective way is the discount points, and the most effective ways is open market. Then I'm letting people decide where they're gonna put the money. That's why it's called open market, because people are making that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Good.
Now let's continue with that and see all the type of loans that we have. Now, we have basically three types of loans. One is called conventional, the other one is FHA, and the other one is VA. The best way for us to remember that is that the conventional loans are everything else besides FHA and VA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we saw on the other chapter 12, the qualifying rates for all of them. Convention is 28.36, FHA is 31.43, and VA is 41.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
Good.
Right.
Now, what is the features for conventional? The rates are negotiable, of course,
Yeah.
lenders and borrower. And of course, it's gonna include the due on sell clause. Prepayment clause allows borrower to prepay lower loan to value ratio than FHA and VA, which means that FHA and VA, they can lend you more percentage of the loan than a conventional.
Mm-hmm.
And they require, of course, a larger down payment. If they can only, for example, if they can only lend 80% of your purchase price, meaning you're gonna have to put 20% down,
Mm-hmm.
which is more than FHA, because FHA, you can put a down payment as low as 3.5%,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Uh-huh.
Right.
Now, usually requires 20% down, 80% loan to value, and there's something called PMI. And let's talk about PMI and MIP, okay? I don't need to write anything. I'm gonna just tell you because both of them are the same. One, grab a piece of paper so you follow me. One is called PMI and the other one is called MIP. What is common between these two is that both of them has MI, right?
Uh-huh.
And MI means mortgage insurance.
Ah.
So both of them is mortgage insurance. The difference between one and the other is that one is called private mortgage insurance and the other one is called mortgage insurance premium. The P is the only thing that differs, but the MI is the same. It's a mortgage insurance. Why mortgage insurance? The bank is looking to get 20% down. That is secure for the bank. When the bank gets 20% down, if you don't pay the mortgage, which is very rare, because you put 20% down. Now imagine if you buy a house that is $400,000, 20% is $80,000. You're not gonna lose $80,000 by not paying your mortgage of $2,000 a month, right?
Right.
So it's always more secure to the bank if you're giving 20% down. If you put less than 20%, then the bank is shaking. I don't know if they're gonna pay or not. Then they force you to purchase a insurance for the difference. You know what I'm saying? Let's say
Uh-huh.
you put 10% down. If they want a 20%, they will require you to get a mortgage insurance. Of course, they're gonna get for you. You're not gonna get anything. You're just gonna pay for. And that mortgage insurance is gonna cover the other 10% that you didn't put it down. You understand what that is?
Uh-huh.
Is to give the bank the security that your down payment is not giving. So that security is gonna come from a mortgage insurance. But there's a difference. PMI is on a conventional. MIP is for FHA. Now remember,
Mhm.
VA doesn't have a mortgage insurance.
Doesn't have a,
Doesn't have a mortgage insurance.
because
VA
it's guaranteed,
called
right?
guarantee loan. It's a guarantee loan. The VA, the veterans, will guarantee the 20%. That's why you can get as low as zero down payment. Zero down
Uh-huh.
payment. And no PMI, because if you don't pay and the house go to foreclosure, the veterans will pay the 20%. That's why it's called guarantee, because they will guarantee your 20%. The FHA, it's not a guarantee loan, it's an insured loan,
Mm-hmm.
because they will require you to get an insurance for the 20%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's understand it real quickly here, then we can end our class. The difference between the PMI and MIP. I'm gonna put it here, PMI, and this is for conventional, and I'm gonna put it here, MIP, which is for FHA. Okay, that's money that you're gonna have to pay for. Now the difference is this. Let's say you put 10%. Okay? So 10% down, and that will be 90% loan to value. And let's say on FHA, you're doing the same thing just for the heck of the example. You're putting 10% down and 90% loan to value. Are you gonna be required to get a mortgage insurance? Yes or no?
No. Yes.
Because
The VA, no.
PMI,
less
yes.
than 20%.
Yep.
On both of them, you will be required to get mortgage insurance because you put in less than 20%. Okay, I didn't put a VA here because I don't want to confuse you, because VA doesn't have insurance.
Uh-huh.
Now, how can I make this 90%? Let's say I already buy the house. I already bought the house. The house is already mine. How can I make this 90% to go up? How can I make this 90%
To go up.
How can I make this 90% to go up? Because every time that the 90% goes up, the 10%, actually, no, I'm sorry. How can I make this 90% to go down? And remember, every time that the 90% goes down, the 10% goes
Up.
up. Of course, if I'm buying the house right now, the only way will be putting more down payment. But I already bought the house, okay? And I gave 10% and I owe 90%. How can I make that 90% goes down and the 10% goes up? Anybody give me one example?
Pay more than,
Paying the
than
mortgage.
monthly.
Very good. Every time that I pay the mortgage, I will reduce the loan amount, right? And I will increase my equity. What is the other way to make this happen? What is the other way?
Haciendo mejoría.
No, the appreciation of the property. If the value of the property goes up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting more equity because that appreciation is mine. Right?
Right.
Now, this is the thing. Understand this. Here on conventional, if my LTV goes down to 78%, I can require the bank to waive the mortgage insurance. Now, remember, the mortgage insurance is going to be $120, $150 a month. It will be a great deal for you to eliminate that extra $120, $150 every month, right? What if you could, instead of paying for the mortgage, you giving that money to your principal? You're going to pay down your property faster, right? So when you're in a conventional loan, when your LTV goes below 78%, you can call the bank and ask the bank to waive. Sometimes the bank will order an appraiser just to make sure that 78% is real, or they're just going to do a desktop CMA just to make sure that the 78 is real. And if they find out that that 78% is real, they are going to waive the mortgage insurance. How about an FHA?
How about FHA?
They don't care. Never goes away. Okay?
Oh my goodness.
The mortgage insurance on FHA never goes away. It will stay there forever. You're always going to pay that $120 or $150 every month for mortgage insurance unless you refinance the property.
Yeah.
But you can never request the bank to waive your mortgage insurance.
Ah, okay.
We're good?
Okay.
Yes. We're good.
Questions about this?
No.
No. Good. Guys, go to the student resource and watch the videos there, especially the one about today.
Could you please
Okay.
share again the password or how
The
to get
username
there?
is the student, and the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we stop it right here. So that's where we're going to start it on Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay? All right, guys.
Okay.
Enjoy your night, and I see you back on Wednesday.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye-bye.
good night.
Bye.
Bye.